Well, Champaign ILL is out on Hulu now, and I guess I should say revived on Hulu now to give the viewers some context. So the show launched in 2018, was it, on YouTube Premium? But now it's kind of getting this second life on Hulu. What does that feel like?
Well, it's great. I mean, I am so thankful to Hulu for giving it a second chance, and to David Casp and for everybody at Sony for like pushing it through. Because doing that in Hollywood can be, it's a lot of like hard work to get that done. And I think it's great. I mean, I think the first time around, there's so much good stuff out. It's truly like, you can't begrudge anyone for not being able to find a new show on a network that's, also a streaming service. Like, it's so hard to understand where anything is because there's just so much good stuff. So I don't begrudge it for falling through the cracks, but I think the show is really good and I'm really proud of it. And I loved working with Sam, and so I'm just thankful that it's got a second opportunity to be seen.
I love the show. I think I just watched the first 3 episodes. Number 3 was my favorite, when you guys are just going through like the grief stages.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I love you and Sam Richardson together. I was trying to think of like who these characters remind me of, and then I remembered I live in LA, so a lot of people.
Yes, yeah.
But it does seem
it was definitely conceived in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I was curious if you were basing that off anything that like you had seen or experienced.
Not necessarily. I mean, that I had experienced, but I think it was, the idea of grief and like losing someone was kind of where it started for us. And I think there are some people whose whole lives revolve around other people, and so it is kind of terrifying for them to think of what would happen if what would happen to them if these people were not to be there. So the stakes of it being like a high profile rapper seemed to be the right place to put it in that way.
It's so fascinating because we're in this era now where people like shows are getting second lives. Like you look at something like, the other example I was thinking of that was on YouTube was Cobra Kai, which kind of had like a small base, but then it went over to Netflix, and now it's like, I think, one of their biggest shows.
Totally.
And the reason I bring that up is I wonder if the momentum is there for this show, and it should be because it's very funny. Are you wanting to do more seasons, more episodes? Are you thinking about that at this point?
Yeah, I think both Sam and I would love to do more episodes. I think we'd love to work together again on anything. And this show is so strong that if we were going to work together again, it would have to be up to this level, And I think, I mean, what was your first part of your question?
If you were wanting to do more.
If I wanted to do more, yes, of course we want to do more. I think, just to expand on that, it's like, there's so, again, like things come and things go so quickly. Mm-hmm. And so like a lot of my career, I have seen shows come out and be seen in one place, but then be found in another. And it's like, that's okay. And that's the way it goes sometimes. And so it's like, sometimes it takes 5 years to do a sequel of a movie, and sometimes it takes that long to do a second season of a show. I think that those rules are changing, and who's to say when the audience feels something collectively. So I'm hopeful that people will see it and like it, but I don't know if there'll be more.
I'm sure you're asked about revival possibilities in almost every single interview about happy endings, but that was like my villain. The cancellation of that show was like my villain origin story. That was one of the greatest crimes against television.
I hope you're not a villain now. That would be bad.
Maybe.
No. First of all, I don't get asked that as much as you think, because I don't think, similar to the reason why it hasn't been resurrected, is like I don't know if that audience is as big as people think it is, but I am so honored that the people that are in it are such like fervent is that a word? Such passionate fans.
Yeah.
You know, and I know that we would all love to do something again, but again, it's scheduling and it's like there's a million businesses involved that I don't even know about.
Yeah.
But I know that I would love, you know, I'd love to talk to those people anytime. So if it was in front of a camera, that'd be great.
I would love it. That's one of those shows where I just kind of have it out on my mantle and people are like, what's this show? And I'm like, you haven't seen Happy End? I'm like the obnoxious person. Like, you've never seen it?
And they're like, no, I've seen Happy Endings. Why do you have a DVD?
Yeah. I do have a DVD. I have to confront you because one of your most infamous moments of the past few years was a hard smack to precious baby Yoda's adorable little skull.
I want to make it clear. Ted Lasso also smacked him. I don't know why. I guess like the last couple of years have gone in different directions for Jason and I, but everyone's like so psyched about Jason being in that, and then they see me and they're like, "I got a bone to pick with you." It's like, well, what? What did I do? I did the same thing that guy did.
Don't worry. I haven't forgotten. He's just not in this interview. America's sweetheart.
Okay, good. Because when Ted Lasso gets here, I want you to give him the business.
You're one of my favorites. Like I feel like you never fail to make me laugh. Like you're just.
Oh, Ash, that's thank you, Ash Croissant.
Like it's even like no problem, Madam Polly. Just like little subtle moments, like even in the show in Champaign ILL, there's this part where you're like, we're in a bar and grill, and I'm just like, it cracked me up because I was like, oh, I never thought of that as like something people wouldn't do.
Yeah, well, that was a really fun thing about Champaign ILL, like playing these characters. I mean, they are different. They're very different than Sam and I. They're the most different characters is from people Sam and I. The actual people Sam and I are, I think. And but it was fun to kind of play entitled. That's very fun, you know? And so when you take entitlement, like the next logical step of entitlement is idiocy. Because if you believe something's owed to you, you haven't done anything to get it. So you have no real knowledge or like base of like how things work. And just thinking like that is very funny. It was very funny, you know, and like there's a million examples where like we go into the airport and we ask for the concierge desk. It was like a really funny joke. Or I liked we get to his house and he wonders if it looks smaller and we say maybe they put a subtraction on it. And I like it's like they don't even know what they're saying. And it was fun to think like that for a little bit.
Yeah, I wonder how he and Max would get on.
Kindred spirits, but probably kindred spirits. But I feel like Max would beat.
Yeah, probably.
I think he would get on Max's nerves.
Yeah, I want to ask you about another upcoming thing. I'm looking forward to Sonic 2. But
yeah, me too.
Idris Elba playing Knuckles is so fascinating to me because he has such a sexy voice. I'm
really.
Idris Elba?
I guess our scenes are gonna take on a whole different vibe.
Yeah, like
I didn't think of it like that.
It's gonna be a sexy
No, I think I haven't heard what he's doing for the character yet, but I'm excited. And it was just it's so fun. I mean, doing that movie, doing any big thing like that is so fun, but especially Sonic the Hedgehog is like so fun and silly. And Ben Schwartz is one of my. Oh, here comes another kid. Yes, Drakey boy, what's up, buddy?
I want you to play with me.
Okay, I'll come play with you in 2 seconds. I'm just finishing work. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go in 2 seconds. Okay. Thanks. Anyway, so
you're gonna play Sonic.
Oh yeah, so it's great, and the kids love it, and they really respect me and my space.
Have you filmed yet? Have you filmed all your parts? For
yes, we're wrapped. Yeah, we're wrapped. We're totally wrapped.
So now
this
it's
is Drake, by the way.
Hey. Well, I will wrap you up and let you go so you can go play. Anything else we need to want to touch on? Crossing Swords returning for season 2.
Yes, Crossing Swords. No, again, like, just thank you. First of all, I'm sorry
This
that
is
children
this
are
is
running
the
in and
world we
out.
live in now. It's fun.
And also I would just want to say thank you for covering it. You know, like again, the shows are so it's so hard for anything to break through, for anyone to see anything. And I think the good news of that is because there's such good stuff, like such good things are out, and so I'm just so lucky that more people will be able to see this.
I have a very good feeling about this. I feel like Hulu's a good home for it, and I think it'll be great.
All right, great. Thank you so
All
much,
right.
Ash. I really appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
Yes, we could play. Okay.